What is up, Virgo? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. These are also general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. My name is Jordyn. I am a master Reiki practitioner. I also do a lot of personal readings, so if you want to book a Reiki session or mentoring or a personal reading, you can do so down below through my website in the description box. I also have linked my Vimeo and my Patreon channel down there. That is where I do the monthly readings, energy shift readings, where I talk a lot about astrology, and I do a lot of mentoring on that platform too. But I also do weekly Patreon only videos there. So if you want access to that content, go ahead, check that out. I also am offering free 15-minute readings for any new tier 3 and 4 patrons through the end of July. So go ahead, check that out. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and hit that notification bell so you see when I post and when I go live. And let's get into it, Virgo. Let's see what goodies we have for you. Virgo, I really like doing Virgo readings. I don't know why. Like, Virgo's kind of like my baby. I don't know what it is about Virgo energy. I just kind of like want to coddle Virgo all the time. Like, I really do. Virgo always feels like really gentle, like really loving to me. Even though sometimes y'all are sassy. Y'all get sassy. Let's use a Light Seers Tarot. All the tarot decks I use are going to be linked down below, along with how to interpret tarot as a viewer. I created that video so you guys can see how to interpret these videos, right? Talk about masculine, feminine, how we all have that energy, how energy is not gender, what signs to watch and why, what each signs mean, etc. So if you want to educate yourself, I highly recommend checking it out. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Virgo. Changing directions, huh? And then we got the Two of Wands. So yeah, you're not sure what direction you want to go in quite yet, but we are changing directions. Sorry, I like sitting cross-legged, so just get used to me being really fidgety. Two of Wands in reverse. You got a lot of choices. I feel like you're being pulled in multiple directions, though. It's not necessarily that you have a lot of choices. I feel like people are throwing a lot of choices at you. Okay? Right? Okay. Two of Wands is Aries energy. Let's keep going. Then we have the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy. I just heard turbulent times. The Star to me is, this feels like missed opportunities. I feel like you don't want to take the opportunities people are, it feels like people shoving opportunity down your throat, and you're kind of like, I don't want to do that. Can we, can you not? Can you not? It's not for me. It's just not for me. It's not for me. It very much so feels like that. It's kind of like someone's like, hey, we should move to Colorado, or we should move out of state. And you're like, I don't really want to do that right now. I know you do. I'm not against it at some point, but stop pushing it on me right this second. It feels really overwhelming, and you're kind of like, listen, I'm gonna do it when I want to do it, but don't force my hand. Yeah. You're not ready to budge right now, and that's okay. Someone's trying to make you do things on their time, it feels like, and you're kind of like, nope, don't want to. Yep, Knight of Cups. It was in reverse, but obviously you saw that spun forward. Knight of Cups. This can definitely be a partner of yours, because like I said, some of you, I use the moving scenario because it might literally be that. It's kind of what it felt like. Like, it felt like a partnership of some sort. Like, one person's like, well, I want to do this, and you're kind of like, well, I'm not ready to do that yet. Like, hey, it could be something as serious as, I want to have kids. I'm not ready to have kids yet. Well, I want to have kids before the time I'm this age, and that age is in a year. Well, you know, I don't really want to have kids within the next year. What you gonna say to that, buddy boy? You know, it's that awkward, difficult conversation. It's serious stuff. And it's kind of like, you're pressuring me. You're kind of irritating me. And I don't know what to tell you, because this is a serious topic, and just because you want to do it right now doesn't mean that I have to buckle and say yes to it. And it's not that there's a lack of love for this person. It has nothing to do with how much you love this person. It has a lot to do with the simple fact that you're not ready to take this jump. You're not there. And that's okay. And there just needs to be a little compassion and patience from both parties involved. You're just not on the same page right now. You're not at the same pace. Yeah. Yep, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're like, these seeds need time to grow. The Fool. Then I'll be ready. World in reverse. It's not damn time. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is like the card of compassion and love, and I need time to allow myself to grow. And I feel like you need to evolve. You want to explore your own freedom before jumping into this new cycle. Yep. It feels like a tug of war. This is literally Saturn and Uranus right in front of us. It is Saturn. We have the Saturn and Uranus square. So here's Uranus, the Fool, Uranus energy. And then we have Saturn, the world, right next to each other, the tug of war. Well, there's the constriction, Saturn, the old cycle, right? Somebody wanting to force their opinions or what they want on you, the struggle, the constriction, and then you, well, I want to be free, I want to do things my way, but I also want to accommodate my person. What do I do? How do I go about this? I want to be loyal to you, and I feel obligated to kind of appease you, and I want to be the best I can be for you, but I don't have it in me to buckle to what you want right now because I'm simply not there. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel like a failure because I want to be the best partner I can be. I want to be the best person I can be, the best coworker, daughter, husband, wife, whatever it is, to this person. You can't quite do it yet because you're just not on it, and that's okay. But it's also, you need to honor self, Ace of Cups, right? It's a need for self-care. It's a need to be authentic to yourself. Speak your authentic truth and express that, hey, I still have some healing to do, and some of this healing might have to do with trauma around yourself. You might have to deal with some self-worth, right? Because there's some lack of honesty about what's going on in your own distorted masculine energy. There's a lack of really speaking on blockages that you have to overcome here, right? With the, what is that, the Five of Cups? Yeah, that's emotional blockages, and that's what's stopping you from really wanting to move forward with this. And after that, we have the Six of Swords, and then you move forward to the calmer waters. It's not that you don't want to do whatever this is that this person's trying to push you toward. You're just not there. You're not ready because you've got to do some healing. Right? Saturn, Uranus, really squeezing you right now. And then we have, don't we have Venus going into Virgo at the end of July? I think we do. Not that that applies right now. Time is fluid, but regardless, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. What do I want to clarify with? Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used this deck for Virgo yet before. I might have, who knows, but I don't think I have. Oh, that's cute. Two of Pentacles came out from the other deck. Okay. This is Marchetti Tarot. It's by far my favorite deck. It's just a gorgeous tarot deck. It's absolutely gorgeous. It literally, if you love tarot, this tarot deck will make your heart sing. It's just gorgeous artwork. I really like Lightseer's Tarot in front of me too. That's a gorgeous deck as well. It's one of my first tarot decks. Okay, let's look at this King of Swords. This is blockages. I feel like this is what you're not expressing to your person though. It's kind of like, this is what's on my mind, but I really don't want to say it to you because I feel like you're not going to be receptive of what I have to say. Yep, World in reverse. This is the constriction. This is Saturn. This is the things that are stopping me from moving forward. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to tell you what it is because I don't even want to admit it to myself sometimes. It could be really deep wounds. It could be a lot of trauma, and it might just be a difficult conversation to have with this person, and that's okay because you're recognizing it. But having that conversation is actually going to benefit this connection, this dynamic, because it's going to allow you to be vulnerable. And guess what? In turn, you open up your heart space. And what happens after Saturn's squeezing the hell out of you, you open up your heart space. So most likely at some point you are going to open up to this person and word vomit, right? Let's get another on this King of Swords. I just heard forgiveness. That feels like more forgiveness of self, to be honest with you. It's a choice, honestly, for us to hold on to certain energies within our vessel, within our body. Because as much as we might want closure, yep, the Wheel of Fortune and stagnancy, like I was about to say, as much as we might want closure from other people or situations from our history, from our past, sometimes that's denied us. Sometimes we literally cannot talk to those people. Those people might be gone. Or sometimes we just don't have the means of communicating with them anymore. And in turn, we have to find that forgiveness and closure within ourselves, right? And that is something that you might be learning right now, because this is keeping you stagnant and stopping you from creating change, from moving forward. This is Jupiter. This is Jupiter expansive energy, right? Something that helps you grow and evolve. Right now, you're not capable of doing that because basically your energy's tapped out. Your vessel is filled, right? Because your body, like the dirty water theory I've talked about so much, you're a water bottle, basically. You can only hold so much water. You're tapped out right now. You're filled to the top. You got to pour what you're filled with out because it's not serving you anymore. And it's stopping you from stepping into the full energy. Okay? You got dirty water. Get rid of the dirty water. Let's look at the Two of Wands in reverse. Let's look at what this opportunity is. I won't be shocked if the Six of Cups come out. We got the King of Cups. Ooh, interesting. I see where we're going with this. Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Sun. This is actually really cool. You actually have the opportunity to be in a very vulnerable, very happy place. That's going to allow you to step out of a scarcity mindset. That's going to allow you to step out of all of your limiting beliefs. And it's looking at this wondrous world in front of you, looking at all of this opportunity, all of the love, all the abundance, all the stability, all of the nurturing relationships and the happy relationships that are coming your way, like so quickly that it might be overwhelming. And you're kind of like, is this real or is this a load of shit? Is this bullshit in front of me right now? Is this for real? Like, are you really supporting me? Are you actually being a stable partner or a stable friend or a stable family member? Is this real life? Like, am I awake? It's real. And it's almost as if you're questioning that reality in front of you. Do I really want to take this opportunity? It's needing to step outside of your comfort zone and trust that it's a safe space to be in because it's now something new. It's a new environment for you. So you might have been really accustomed to very unstable or toxic relationships or relationships that you couldn't really rely on or lean on. And now you're in this environment that no longer triggers that sense of abandonment or rejection or fear, right? But in turn, because it doesn't trigger it, you're waiting for the sky to fall. You're waiting for that moment of when is it going to happen? That's not going to happen because it's a King of Cups. It's a very loving, nurturing energy. Eight of Wands. It's moving forward, and with the Sun there, it's happy. It's abundant and stable. It's very nice. Let's look at the Star in reverse. The Moon. Yeah. So there's a lot of distortion. There's a lot of illusion here, right? It's this fear of, if I were to take this leap that this person is pushing on me, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And that's the resistance. You're being pushed outside your comfort zone. And this person pushing on you and you saying, no, I don't want to do it yet, is because you still have to work through these old fears, these old traumas, right? And it might be hard for you to talk on that disappointment, that Five of Cups energy, right? From the past that's holding you back. So let's look at the Knight of Cups. Let's look at what this person's bringing to the table. I feel like we're going to see what they're triggering in you more so what they're bringing to the table, to be honest. Because I feel the anxiety coming up as I'm shuffling. Yeah, your heart space shuts down immediately. Page of Cups in reverse. I don't trust what they're offering me. I don't trust that it's genuine. I don't trust that it's honest. I don't think that I can be open with them in return. Page of Cups in reverse is my closed heart space card. It's a lack of vulnerability. It's someone who's not being honest about what they feel, right? Knight of Pentacles, you might be trying to be very practical in return with this person. So if they're like, hey, this is how I feel, instead of expressing your emotions, you might be literally responding in a very practical manner. Okay, well, because you feel this way, this is what I want to do. Instead of explaining what you feel in return, you're saying, I think we should move at this point in time. You're not saying how you feel. You're basically explaining a plan of action based on their emotions and what their emotions made you feel. So instead of telling them, okay, well, I appreciate you expressing your emotions to me, this is how I feel, you're not saying your emotions. You're saying what the plan of action should be based off of how that made you feel. You get what I'm saying? So if it gave you anxiety, that anxiety triggers you to want to slow down. So in turn, let's not move for another year. Okay, well, now that I know how you feel, let's not move for another year. Let's keep things here for a while. Why? Well, I think it's a better idea. I think we should just focus on our money and our stability, things like that. When that's a load of crap. In all reality, it triggered you because you have someone who really wants to move forward, right? So you're like, emotional shutdown. Let's be more practical, right? Okay, let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yep, Eight of Swords. Analysis paralysis. Let's just slow down and think about this for a very, very, very long time. And this is where you'd hear like the SpongeBob, like 8 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Like 200 years later. Super, super slow. Let's look at the Fool. When you finally let down your wall. I feel like you're going to be shoved, to be quite honest. It feels like a Knight of Wands energy. Like, nope, you're going to do this now. You have to move. Let's see who came out. Knight of Cups. So there they are. I'm going to force you out of your comfort zone. So there's your person showing up again. Knight of Cups. Oh, Atlanta, they're very jumpy. There they are. I'm going to express to you how much I care about you and how much I want this new cycle with you. They're very determined. Okay. And then we have the Hangman and the Ace of Cups. This feels very comforting. It feels like, okay, I'll surrender to this. I'll stay in the in-between with you. I'll wait with you. I'll nurture you. I'll show you that it's worth the time. It's worth the energy. Right? It's worth the patience. They're understanding. But that helps you feel more comfortable in that new cycle. And in turn, you're meeting them halfway. Yeah. See, Nine of Pentacles. It helps you feel more confident, more comfortable in that situation. And then we have the Two of Cups. And there's the connection thriving. And then we have the Three of Wands. You seeing that opportunity. Right? That's nice. I like that. They're like, okay, you want to wait? I'll surrender to that. I'll nurture this. I'll be patient with you. Because the Hangman's the in-between. It's not moving into that new cycle so fast. It's the pause, right? Let's look at the World. This is the closeout of that old cycle. Nine of Cups in reverse. You're realizing that you really weren't happy sitting in that in-between. Now you were doing it out of a lot of stubborn energy. You were not happy. And you're like, oh wow, I should probably just stop being this way now. Why was I doing that to myself? Fear. Yep. Controlling a situation out of a fear of having a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, a lack of stability. Yep. Tower. Sudden realizations, the aha moment. You had a tower moment. Oh, that's what I was doing. Tower moment. Tower time. Love it. And that's when you go into the self-care. The tower isn't always foundations coming down. Yes, you're closing out a cycle, which is great, but the tower is sudden realizations. You're having the sudden realization that you were working out of a distorted masculine energy that had a need to control the situation because you were fearful of getting into a commitment that wasn't going to be stable anymore, right? And so you wanted to control it. You didn't want to commit to somebody because you wanted to have it your way, so you had this sense of safety in self. So you're like, nope, I don't want to do that quite yet. Do it my way right now. And they did your way. And it made you feel safe. And then you realize, actually, I'm not happy right now. I am ready to move forward. So let's stop doing this because this isn't getting us to a Ten of Pentacles. So there you are, closing out that cycle because you're realizing I'm not going to ever get to my Ten of Pentacles sitting here right now. So let's look at this Ace of Cups. The Queen of Cups did come out, but I'm not going to take it. Let's look at this Ace of Cups. Ooh, Empress in reverse. Okay, there you are, practicing self-care because you're realizing your heart space was closed. And there's that Knight of Wands energy, that shove that we were talking about. You're getting the shove to embody the divine feminine energy and practice self-care, to be more receptive, to be more vulnerable, to be more present, to be more free flowing, to be more, instead of in this masculine energy, this king energy all the time, the King of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, very forceful, very controlling, you're learning how to be receptive, to allow your person to take the lead, to allow yourself to sit back and more so enjoy and learn the dance of, okay, I'll let them lead sometimes and other times I'll lead, you know? But when you're present and observant, it allows you to open up to more possibilities and to be more childlike in nature and to explore and really enjoy life. And that's what this self-care is teaching you. And that's when you get the healing, the Four of Swords. Very, very, very nice. I love this. And that's when, oh, look at that. And underneath that, you release the Seven of Swords, self-sabotaging. No more self-deceptive energy. I love it. And between this is a Three of Swords in reverse. And then you do more healing. Healing the heart space. Love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Very, very nice. Virgo, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website. Check out Patreon and Vimeo, and like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and hit that notification bell. I love you, and I'll see you next time.